struggled at 2:30 just because it's so hot at that time. But when we came back out at 3:50, they, just with the temperature going down a bit, there was a bit more momentum in the game, and that's also why I think if we can, it's just going to be good for the atmosphere. People are going to be able to be out here and relax in the shade, enjoy cheering on. And I think Leah versus San Agustin in the quarterfinal would be a good game for atmosphere as well, because San Agustin come out in force, so do we, hopefully. Testing on sound. Testing sound, testing sound, testing sound, testing sound. Do you want to test as well?
Sound test. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Very good morning to you from a sunny Friday, the 7th of February, here at Lincoln International Academy in Managua, Nicaragua, the hosts of AASCA Soccer 2025. We're here for day 2, beginning with the final game of Group B. Thank you for tuning in for Colegio de Crulí. The Jaguars of Guatemala, currently 1 win from 1, versus Happy Days and Freedom from San Pedro Sula, Honduras, the Eagles. We're ready for the final group game of Group B, which will begin here on Field 2 at Leah in just a few moments.
That's right, Simon. The final game of this Group B in AASCA 2025. Second day of the tournament, and this will be the decisive match. We will know how the group standings are at the end of this match. It looks like if Decroli are able to win this game, they will take the group first place, with Lincoln in second and Happy Days in third. But if Happy Days are able to get the win today, then that moves Happy Days up to first and Lincoln down to third. So a lot to be decided in this match.
Regardless, we can mention that every team will go through. Every team will play again. Regardless of the results today, the girls for sure will have either a quarter-final taking place this afternoon at 2:20 or 3:50, or, if they win the group, a bye straight to tomorrow's semi-finals on Saturday. So a lot to play for, but the good news for all teams is the tournament does not end at this game. CDA already showing their support in the comments. Great to see. Thank you for joining us. And as the players begin, do let us know where you're tuning in from for today's game. The Eagles versus the Jaguars. Guatemala versus Honduras.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 6 of AASCA Pacific Division Soccer Tournament between Happy Days and CDA. We ask you to please respect the players and the referees calling by shadowing a high level of sportsmanship. We hope you enjoyed the game. Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos al juego número 6 del torneo AASCA Pacific Division Soccer entre Happy Days Freedom y CDA. Les pedimos respetar a los jugadores.
So with words from both teams reminding us the importance of fair play, respecting the officials' decisions in this competition. And so far, I think we've seen all teams involved here really showing that spirit of fair play in the competition. There's been heavy tackles and big challenges, but there's been a real spirit of teamwork and companionship throughout this competition so far.
Yeah, you'd have to say that, Simon. We've definitely seen some injuries, some hard play, but it's all been very respectful of the game.
Yeah, lovely tournament so far, and we've been really proud here at Lincoln International Academy to be bringing these games to you. We do hope you're enjoying our coverage of them as we try to take you through what's going on. If you haven't tuned in before, my name is Simon Walters, and joining me throughout these games is Robert Glass.
Thanks, Simon. And we were discussing a little bit before this match, but it looks like CDA are coming out with their normal starting lineup. Not content to rest their players for the next match. They want to get out there, show what they can do.
Absolutely. Still an important game for them, even though they comfortably took the first match here against the Lear Hawks. And CDA this time, they'll be playing in blue. And it looks like they will be starting on the right-hand side of your screen. So they'll be playing from right to left. HDF, Happy Days and Freedom have also changed their kit. They're playing in the orange and blue strips. Kit, sorry, I've been told that's a British term. So they've changed their uniforms and will be playing in the orange and blue uniforms. And they're going to be playing left to right today. Happy Days and Freedom, they played yesterday afternoon against Lear Hawks. Lear Hawks won that 3-0. So Happy Days and Freedom will be really hoping to change that round today to see if they can make their mark on this group stage of the competition. And it looks like it's going to be CDA to get us underway. And I think it's De Leon Silizar to get us going, who scored either 2 or 3 goals in the first game for her team. Oh no, my apologies. It's going to be Happy Days and Freedom to get us underway. And they're going to be starting us off, going left to right on your screen, looking to make an early impact into this game. And they look for space immediately there onto the left, just forcing CDA, the Jaguars, into some defensive work. Another key player we saw for CDA yesterday was number 22, Del Valle Mendez. She was often a regular threat for the CDA attack. I'm sure Happy Days will have watched some of that transmission and be aware of who they need to look out for. As CDA just clear a potential attack from Happy Days and Freedom.
Yeah, so far Happy Days doing well to put some pressure down that left wing.
Ball in from Happy Days. Doesn't end up too near the goal, but still good to see attacking threat. Robert, what do you think for Happy Days here? The first game didn't go their way, but then we saw this with Lear. The first game didn't go their way, and they came out fighting to win their second match. Do you expect to see that from what we've seen so far from Happy Days? They're going to be fighting as hard as they've got in this game?
You would like to think so, Simon. It was Like you said, it was good to see that Lincoln were able to bounce back from a first game loss. So I don't see any reason why the girls from Happy Days couldn't do the same here.
Absolutely. That was the first time we saw CDA getting forward, and Happy Days just put it behind for a throw. Not too far away from the box, so this might be the first attempt that CDA have to...
A free kick given.
Okay, yes. There we go. We've got Freedom supporters in the crowd, in the YouTube crowd as well. Freedom va ganar, we're told here too. So great to see both sets of supporters from the Eagles and from the Jaguars joining us to follow this game. And the Happy Days player just brought down there under a bit of a heavy challenge, wins her team a free kick. Ball played quite high up the pitch there. That could be difficult, but CDA managed to deal with the danger for the time being. Happy Days can keep going here. They're really trying, you can tell here, Robert, to get that attack going. They perhaps haven't quite connected that final pass so far, but it's very much a bright start from the Eagles.
Yeah, still early on. They're putting the majority of the pressure on CDA, so looking good early from Happy Days.
Oh, and here's a possible break for the Valle Mendez. The ball went over the top. It bounced favourably for her. CDA getting back. There's a chance for a goal. On the good goalkeeping work by the Happy Days goalkeeper. Is that number 1, Zutan in goal?
Or no, Medina.
Medina in goal, making sure that there wasn't a second opportunity for CDA. In the process, one of the Happy Days players has been hurt.
I believe it was their central defender who initially misplayed the clearance from CDA that allowed the break to happen, but she did excellent to work her way back and just get a touch on that ball before the striker from CDA could get a shot off, effectively saving what could have been a goal.
Yeah, and good work by Medina in goal as well. There was that chance for the second attempt, and Medina just had to be brave, just to move quickly off her line to make sure that CDA, the Guatemalans, were not afforded that opportunity. Yesterday we had CDA student from, I remember, 10D. They told us they were listening and watching this transmission during their math class. So if you're at CDA or if you're at Freedom School right now and you're watching your girls play today's match, let us know. It's great to know if we have students joining, supporting their team. Vamos Cami, 22. That's Camila del Valle Mendez. That might be mum or a family member showing their support there. That's fantastic. Let's go, HDF, says Angel as well. So this is fantastic. Both sets of supporters watching today's game. Fantastic to have you join us. So glad we can bring you this match. And here come Happy Days again. They're trying to get forward, and it's put behind for a throw. Some nice defensive work there by number 15. That's Maria Recinos Ramirez. Actually earns a free kick in the process. Playing the ball long here, and it goes through a number of people, and the Eagles defender number 19, can I see a 19 there? Is that, puts the ball out for a throw. CDA coming again here. Good turning work, good work here from number 27 for CDA. That was Isabel Galvez Gomez working really hard, wins the throw for her team as well. Testing ball over the top from De Leon. And the Honduran goalkeeper Medina is able to pick it up and claim. It's 0-0 after 7 minutes. 0-0 at this time. We'll try and keep you updated with the scoreline, with the time, as often as we possibly can. Right now, we can tell you it's 0-0. No goals to either side. Both sides looking positive, trying to attack.
Free kick to CDA just on the attacking half of the midfield line.
Well, we've seen De Leon shoot from here, and I believe score from here as well. So she might be feeling like doing something similar. She's going for it, and it's very
dangerous.
Very dangerous indeed. I mean, it almost got turned in there for an own goal. It was a very challenging ball from De Leon Silesar. The Eagles goalkeeper, Medina, struggled a little bit to deal with it just on the bounce, and it's put behind for a corner, but it did cause a lot of problems. That shows her talent that we've seen throughout this competition so far. The scoreline remains 0-0, 0-0. The corner in from CDA. I think that's the first corner of the game. They've still got the ball here. Opportunities. It was an attempt on goal from number 23, Alvarez. And they win the throw as well.
Yeah, well cleared that by the HDF defender, relieving some of the pressure. But CDA is still on the attack.
After the initial attacks in the first 5 minutes or so from the Eagles, the Jaguars have started to assert their pressure in this game, and it's quite an evenly matched competition right now. We can hear both sets of fans with us here. Wonderful that fans have managed to travel, family members. To our right, we can hear the fans of Freedom, and to our left, we can hear the CDA fans, both equally vocal, supporting on their teams. Throw taken by the captain, Rosales. Well, Rosales is what the T-shirt says. We're 10 minutes into this first half. The scoreline is 0-0, 0-0.
Good work by HDF, fighting their way down the right wing this time, winning some throw-ins. And again,
yeah, the right wing is where HDF have been attacking well. Long throw into the box. CDA attempting to clear. They have got the ball away with number 11, Velarde. And now they might have a chance to break as number 5 is chasing the ball down. Well, that's Cardenas Gomez. Does what she can, but ultimately it's a throw to Happy Days and Freedom.
Yeah, well dealt with there by the center back from Happy Days, Pineda. Showed a lot of composure on that play.
It's a good burst of pace from Cardenas Gomez. Oh, now here's an opportunity for CDA. The ball went a bit loose, and the Hondurans having to take charge of the situation very quickly to avoid a possible attack. They put it behind for a corner, very sensible in the circumstances, to make sure that they have time to regroup defensively here and get back into shape. 0-0 at the moment. 11 minutes played of the first half, 19 to go according to the scoreboard. CDA play the corner into the box, and they find the back of the net. CDA are in front by a goal to nil. De Leon Silesar's corner caused great problem from the keeper, and I think that's her goal after Medina was unable to stop the momentum of the ball. And after 12 minutes of play in the first half, CDA lead by 1-0. It's their 7th goal of the competition, and that might be the 4th goal for De Leon Silesar in this competition. What a tournament she and the Jaguars have been having so far.
Yes, excellent set piece specialist there in number 19 from Dekrali. And that goal definitely came directly from the corner. It was well taken. It was in swinging toward the far post. Medina was able to get her hands on it, but just not enough to keep it out of the goal.
So as things stand, CDA remain top of this group. And now the Eagles, they have to fight. They've still got plenty of football left to play. It's 18 minutes to go in this first half. Plus, of course, the second half of 30 minutes. They've got plenty of opportunity to get themselves back into this game. But this is about the time we saw CDA score their first goal yesterday. And we saw yesterday how dangerous they can be when they get a goal. They went on to score 5 more after that yesterday. Happy Days will be hoping that they can stop the Jaguars in their flight. CDA now leading by a goal to nothing after De Leon Silesar's excellent corner caused massive problems for the Honduran defence and puts them in front by a goal to nothing with 17 minutes remaining of the first half. And it was a very good free kick actually over there from HDF.
Yeah, it looked like some contact though as the keeper did well to come out and get the ball. Might have run into her own defender though.
Yeah, it's one of the ones where the keeper has to run out very, very quickly to get there. She's called it, she's claimed it her own, perhaps the defender didn't quite notice that the keeper was coming out at such pace. But that is good goalkeeping as well to make that her own. Come out with pace and power to prevent any possible attack from HDF. But HDF still very much fighting here as they look to get forward once again. They play a cross into the ball. It's just a little bit ahead of the HDF striker, and Lemus can once again come out to make a good save. Lemus with the clearance, and it's dealt with defensively by the captain, Rosales Zelaya. She takes a push in the process, but good solid defensive work there from the captain. Wins the free kick in doing so for her team. 1-0, 1-0. CDA lead at this point as we're about the halfway stage of the first half. 15 minutes gone, 15 minutes to play. The Jaguars are leading by 1 goal to 0, 1 goal to nothing. The free kick is intercepted here, and CDA look to break forward again at pace. They do so. They're getting forward here. It's number 27, breaking forward well. She puts the ball into the box for Delvaya Mendez.
Offside.
Who's offside. Excellent work by Isabel Galvez Gomez. A very good pass, but the flag was up for offside. The goal won't count. Del Valle Mendez didn't know that the offside flag was up. She had to take the goal regardless, and she did well to make sure she got the ball into the back of the net. The goal won't stand. The call is for offside, but still some very good work on the counter-attack by CDA.
Yep. Looked like probably just a step ahead of the last defender there, but still looking very dangerous from CDA. It was well worked on the counterattack.
Yeah, perhaps a sign of things to come. They did transfer that ball very, very quickly, but it really was lovely work from Galvez Gomez as she found the space and then put a pass into Del Valle. All right, here's an opportunity again.
It's Galvez again.
Yeah, she's twisting and turning on the edge of the box, causing problems. She gets the shot in, and she finds the bottom corner, and this one will stand. She gets the goal. You have to say she deserves it, and the Jaguars lead by 2 goals to 0 in the space of about 5 minutes. The Jaguars have taken command of this game. As the water break commences, they lead by 2 goals to nothing, and they will be going in at this little break feeling very, very confident in their pack.
That's right, number 27 there, Galvez, after creating the play before that was just a hair offside. Got the ball herself in a similar position, and this time turned away from the defenders, created a little space, and from just outside of the box, hit a solid, low, hard shot to the far post that the keeper had little chance to save. Excellent goal from Galvez there.
For HDF, you have to say it's going to take the wind out of their sails. They had been fighting hard this game, but conceding 2 goals in a very short period of time is going to be demoralising for them. It's going to be hard to come back from this. They've got plenty of time to do this, and we've seen they've got the ability. But 2 goals in a couple of minutes is tough work for them, and the coach is really going to have to motivate his team up now. That's if they could get 1 goal, you feel, before the half-time, they've got about 12 minutes to go before the half-time, you think if they could just get 1 goal, get themselves on the scoreboard, open their account for this competition, it could change things around for them. But they really do need that goal now, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. After the first goal, they did manage to put on a little bit of pressure, get the ball back in front of the CDA goal, but numbers 27 and 22 for CDA have always been looking dangerous on the counterattack, and they got that momentum turned around and created 2 excellent opportunities, one of which turned into that second goal.
And we come back from the water break. CDA Guatemala, the Jaguars. Colegio de Croli, Guatemala, from Guatemala City, currently lead by 2-0. 2-0. The Guatemalans in charge of this game, but the Eagles from San Pedro Sula will be doing everything they can to get themselves back into this game.
Devaya Mendez wins a free kick.
And we know who's going to take this one, and this really is a dangerous position for a set-piece specialist of this quality. This is very much her shooting territory. It's number 19, Camila Fernanda de Leon Silizar. It's her right foot, I believe, that has caused a huge amount of trouble for both the Lea Hawks and for Happy Days and Freedom. It's another good shot.
Dangerous.
Hits for crossbar. Wow. If she were playing crossbar challenge, she would have won that one for sure. It's a very good kick. It had Medina beat. It had the goalkeeper beat. Just the inches, an inch too high, but a very strong free kick indeed from number 19, De Leon Silizar.
Continues to look dangerous on those free kicks.
A great way to start from coming back from a water break where momentum can be lost a little bit, to come and have a shot on target in the first seconds after a break. Really shows intention from a team. And here CDA go again, coming forward at pace. Ball comes in. And they can still make something happen here. Happy Days need to get it clear. They do get it off for a throw. It was Adriana Sofia Cifuentes Rivera doing what she could to chase down the ball. Happy Days will need to clear again here. Here comes Cifuentes.
Out for a goal kick. But again, starting that attack was number 27 again, Galvez, finding some space, getting by some defenders and making things happen on the attack.
We've seen Galvez be involved in pretty much every single attack that the Jaguars have launched here, and she's been very important to both of the goals that have been scored, you feel. It's day 2, AASCA Soccer 2025, live from Lincoln International Academy. 9 minutes to play the first half of this final group game in Group B, where CDA lead HDF by 2-0, 2-0. Tussle there in the box, and the referee is reaching for his pocket. And I think it's going to be given a yellow card, potentially.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Is that going to be for Galvez Gomez?
Yep, doing well on the attack and came back on the defense there, and it was a counterattack. She maybe a bit of a tactical foul there to stop the counterattack, but
you can see she has no complaints about the yellow card. I think she knew what she was doing, but you're right. CDA want to preserve their lead and they want to make sure that they go into at half-time without having conceded a goal so far this competition, doing exactly what defenders have to do sometimes.
Though it does bring up in the tournament scenario the consideration of the accumulation of yellow cards in these subsequent elimination matches that you might have to be facing.
So there are rules for missing games on yellow cards. Yeah, we might try and check on that one because you're quite right, that could certainly be an issue as Happy Days take their free kick and the keeper happy to come to the left of her goal and to catch comfortably. Up comes CDA again. Galvez Gomez once again coming forward. She skips past a few here. She's going at pace. This could be dangerous once again. Here's Galvez Gomez. She's still going. She's still going. She put the ball through. She went for the shot when she might have gone for a cross. It wasn't far off though. A very dangerous ball, but an excellent run by Galvez Gomez from the Jaguars.
Yeah, and you feel like maybe she could have crossed from that angle, but she took the ball from outside the box, fought through a couple of what could have been fouls, but stayed on her feet, got through, and I think after that amount of work, she wanted to go for goal on her own. Understandable.
Yeah, she earned her rights to take on the shot there, and she was not far off at all. It remains CDA leading by 2-0 with about 7 minutes to play of this first half. And here come the Eagles. Can they make something happen now? CDA just making sure they win the throw to prevent the attack. There are those moments for the Eagles, but it remains very much CDA in charge of this game. And we have a bit of an incident here. I think it was an elbow to the neck, an accidental, perhaps accidentally going up with the elbow. The CDA players seem to be in a lot of discomfort here. It's number 30, that's Cifuentes Rivera, and it's going to end up in a red card. It's the first red card of the tournament. It's Alison Fuentes, and that'll be the end of her match. She leaves the pitch after receiving a red card. I think it was an elbow in the neck.
Did not see it, but definitely saw the aftermath of it.
So it's a red card. It's a red card to Alison Fuentes, while Adriana Cifuentes Rivera receives treatment on the pitch. It's the first red card we've seen here on field 2 at least. It's a real shame to see, and obviously we're just pausing the game here as we hope everything is okay for Cifuentes Rivera. She's been very much involved in this CDA performance so far. And she's up. That's good to see. It may be the end of her participation in this game, or is she staying? She is staying on the pitch from what I can tell. Good to see. Nasty challenge. Unfortunate to see a red card.
Is that somebody trying to correct the way that we're saying her name? Galvez, and we have Galvez Gomez.
De Leon Salazar with the free kick. This one, she looks for bodies in the box. And Happy Days trying to clear for the attack, unable to do so as CDA cut it out. Del Valle going for the ball and just runs out for the goal kick. We've been calling number 22 27, Galvez Gomez. Someone's telling us in the comments it might be Gonzalez Galvez. Our team sheet here, our cheat sheet, tells us Isabel Galvez Gomez. Perhaps the person commenting, I think it's Ale Galvez in the comments. Perhaps you could confirm that for us if we should go for your comment or what our team sheet says, just to make sure we're calling out the name correctly. 3 minutes remain of the first half. The big news is that CDA lead by 2-0, and Happy Days and Freedom are down to 10 players. We've got another foul or another issue in the pitch. We've got a Happy Days and Freedom player down. Looks to be in a lot of pain here.
Yeah, it looked like as the defender went down on a slide tackle to clear the ball out, the CDA player was taking a step over her as she stood up, and I think that there was some contact between the leg and the back of the head of the HDF player. Not clear if it was intentional or not, but there was definitely some contact to the back of the head.
I haven't seen the referee take any disciplinary action so far, but obviously really unfortunate to see that we're just coming up to the end of the first half and we've had a couple of nasty injuries already. Not perhaps what we were hoping to see. We've seen goals, we've seen some excellent individual performances and team performances so far, but also seeing a couple of girls in considerable pain, and of course that's not what we want to be seeing in today's match. Okay, play resumes. Just under 2 minutes on the clock, with the Jaguars leading by 2-0. And here come Happy Days and Freedom, looking for pace down the left wing, trying to find something into the middle. The ball just a little bit too much on it. Goes out for a goal kick to Colegio de Crulli. Wow, what drama in this first half of the final group game of Group B. As things stand right now, the Jaguars will be top of Group B, followed by the Leah Hawks after their amazing performance yesterday. And HDF, the Eagles, will be in third place as things currently stand.
But a lovely little bit of play there from number 10 from HDF, Caballero. Worked her way down the left wing, got by some players and earned a free kick in a dangerous position. Could be a momentum shift.
Yeah, we've got just under a minute of the first half, according to the scoreboard clock, that is. And if they could get something on this going into the first half break, you know, it would change things considerably after a high tension start to this game. Free kick comes in. CDA looking to clear as quickly as they possibly can here. And as they do. Here comes Del Valle. She's brought down. Referee calls for a free kick. Del Valle working her way through quickly there. And just pushed off the ball a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. She was getting through the defense. It was body to body. Not anything cynical. Pretty normal foul.
I don't think we'll see any cards for it. And she's up fairly quickly.
Yep.
Despite the initial show of pain.
Yep.
But that's part of training too, isn't it, Robert?
Yeah, I mean, she was moving at pace when the contact happened. Can understand a bit of a knock, but...
So it's 2-0, 2-0. The scoreboard says time is up. There's probably going to be some time added on as we've had some big injuries. De Leon with the ball in. Medina can't quite catch it. Chance here for CDA to make it free. It's over the line, it's in. And just moments before the end of the half, De Leon Silizar's free kick causes all sorts of trouble for the Eagles' defence. They scramble it into the net, and the half now will surely end with the Jaguars leading by 3-0. It's CDA 3, HDF 0.
Yes, looks like an unfortunate own goal there from the HDF defender as the ball was rebounding around from close range directly into her. Not exactly sure, but little that she could do to prevent that from bouncing off her from so close into the goal.
So unfortunate for HDF. They're playing with 10 on the pitch after the red card, and now they're going to go in at half-time, presumably losing by 3-0. It's a hard fight to come back from that.
But again, the danger in that goal came from another free kick from CDA's number 19, De Leon CSR.
And that is half-time. What a half it's been. That's their 9th goal of the competition for the Jaguars from Guatemala City. They are having a really excellent tournament so far, and they're going to go into this half-time break feeling really proud of everything they've done in this half. But for HDF, it's going to be a really hard team talk now for the coach. They've played 1.5 games so far, and they've conceded a total of 6 games right now. It's a huge mountain they've got to fight in the second half. Perhaps possible, but you have to say CDA have had a wonderful half and deserve the lead they have at this point. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in a few moments to bring you the second half of CDA, the Jaguars, versus HDF, the Eagles, coming live from Lincoln International Academy, Managua, Nicaragua, with CDA leading 3-0, 3-0 against Happy Days and Freedom from San Pedro Sula. We'll be back very soon. Okay, we're getting ready for the second half to begin with the Jaguars of CDA 3 goals in front at this moment. Lots of communication on the chat here as well. Lots of support for CDA coming through. Go Cami, go Adriana Cifuentes. Had a couple of nice comments about our commentary as well, Robert. Thank you very much. Keeps us motivated to know you're enjoying listening in as we attempt to bring you information of what's going on as well. HDF out there, you can still come back into this game, so let us know if you're there cheering on HDF. Let us know if you're there supporting your team to glory today. Girls warming up or getting together for their final team talks. Half an hour remain of Group B. Just a reminder of how this works. The winner of Group B, which right now looks set to be CDA, will go straight to the semi-finals on Saturday. Second place of this group, which as things stand will be the Lea Hawks, they'll be playing a quarter-final against the third place of Group A, and that's going to take place here on Field 2 at Lincoln at 3:50 this afternoon. And third place of this group, which as things stand will be the Eagles. They'll be playing second place of Group A, and that's going to take place at 2:20 this afternoon, and we'll be bringing you live coverage of that from Field 2 of Lincoln International Academy. Robert, second half about to begin. What sort of advice do you think the coaches has been given to both sets of teams during these team talks?
Well, Simon, I think for CDA, they are exactly where they want to be right now. They want to go out there and keep playing their game. It's worked for them so far. I wouldn't change anything. But for Happy Days, I think that, they're down to 10 players on the field, and they're down 3 goals. But when we look at their roster sheet, we see that they are a lot of young players out there. And I think that in a situation like this, these players know that this is not going to be their last tournament, and this can be an excellent learning opportunity to get that experience for the tournaments to come in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy Days have 7th grade players, so we're talking 12 to 13 years of age. It's very young to be in a big tournament like this. A lot of pressure, and hopefully, even if the results don't go what they're hoping for today, they'll be able to come back and reflect from this and keep improving, and that's what we want to see more than anything else. Looks like there's been a change in goal for Happy Days with Vicky Zutan now taking charge as the custodian of the Happy Days and Freedom net. And Happy Days doing what they can there to get forward. It was number 9.
Angie Morales.
Angie Morales doing well to get forward. She wins a free kick right here on the halfway line in front of where we're seated. The second half now underway with the Jaguars CDA leading by 3 goals to nothing. Thank you for tuning in from Guatemala, from Honduras, wherever you are today, watching this final group match. Free kick goes through, and Hannah Lemus can claim that comfortably. I think goalkeepers quite like to get their hands on the ball as early as they can after the whistle goes, so Lemus will probably have been quite happy just to have had a nice ball to pick up there and keep her gloves warm. De Leon Silesar boosts the ball upfield as CDA chase for it. It's coming towards us here in the commentary box.
Ooh, off to the left a little bit.
And excellent play by one of the Jaguars fans there. Prevented it from coming right here to where we're seated. Sara Carrera gets play underway again for the Jaguars. Oh, and Happy Days trying to turn quickly there. Tripped up by the CDA player. She'll win a free kick. What I did notice there, though, Robert, is as the Happy Days player tried to turn before she won the free kick, she had no Happy Days and Freedom players in front of her. None of them were breaking forward for the run, and you think they've got to just push everything up the pitch now. They've got nothing to lose, surely.
Yeah, that is definitely the case, but with only 10 players out there, I think they're finding it hard to figure out how to make that happen. Still, a good play from number 9 there, Angie Morales. Had no support, but won the free kick with an excellent cutback move. And maybe something could happen here.
Here they go, still working here. Here comes Happy Days, trying everything to get through. It's number 7, she gets the shot away. Well worked from Ana Carillas. And trying really hard. Ana Carillas is a 7th grader as well. She's young, this probably is her first ever AASCA, and doing what she can for her team. And now she wins an important free kick. She's just tussled over there.
Yeah, good signs here from Happy Days early in the second half.
The score,
haven't given up.
The score currently 3-0 in favour of CDA. The Eagles of Happy Days playing with just 10 players after it was a high kick. Yeah. We called that wrong earlier. I think I called it as a high elbow. It was a high kick from the Happy Days player that resulted in a red card.
Yeah, on the replay, it certainly didn't look intentional. She didn't see the CDA player coming in there as she raised her foot for the ball, but she did raise it high and in a dangerous way, which the way they call the rules of football, like when you raise your foot that high, there's always the danger of something like that happening.
Yeah, referee really had no choice on that one. Free kick now then for Happy Days and Freedom. They go for the shot, and it's not a bad shot at all from number 19, Mariel Pineda.
Yep.
A good attempt there. Hey, that's 2 shots, 1 on target, 1 just off target from Happy Days as they resume this second half. We're 5 minutes into the second half. Good start, good positive start to come off the blocks from the half time. And here they come again with number 10, Suseli Caballero. Or Suseli Caballero, and here she comes again. Tried to find someone in the box with a cross, no one there, but here, Happy Days still pushing, still fighting. Not quite able to keep the ball in play, but Happy Days pushing with all that they've got now. Might be able to hear the CDA fans coming through on our microphones. They're loud and they're proudly supporting on their girls. They've travelled all the way from Guatemala City to be here, of course. A little bit further down to our right, you can hear the Happy Days and Freedom crowd. Our mics might not be picking that one up, but both sets of fans are in voice, doing what they can to cheer on their girls in this second half. It's 3-0 with 24 minutes remaining of the first half, of the second half. Daniel Ochoa cheering all the way from USA. Do let us know where you're listening in from as well. It's lovely to know parents, family members, friends from all over the world can listen and see this game. Sara Carrera will take the throw, just waiting a moment.
Change for Happy Days.
So we're going to see Sadia Inocente makes her way off. And coming in, I can't quite see the number just yet, but she'll be on her way in. Powerful boot forward there from number 4 of CDA. That's Vera Cardenas Gomez. And the throw on Sara Carrera will take it midway into their attacking half for the Jaguars. Ball comes in dangerous to the box. Zutama looks to claim it, bounces high, and she does get there on the second attempt. Good goalkeeping from Zutan. It bounced high. She had to look behind her to pick it up on the second attempt. That could be very dangerous.
Yeah, very alert to the ball there.
Her clearance goes long as Happy Days and Freedom try to get some ground here going forward. You are right, Robert, when you mentioned earlier, it is a struggle with just 10 players. It's hot out there. It's sunny, and with 1 player down, it makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that, as we were saying earlier, they haven't seemed to change their strategy up that much. They don't appear to be throwing bodies forward, going for those 3 goals. I think they're looking more to keep a respectable performance going, which they have done. They've fought hard and they're keeping themselves in this match. It's just a matter of if they can find those goals.
Football is cruel. The scoreline doesn't always reflect the performance, and although CDA might be winning this one 3-0, Happy Days have been working really, really hard. And they'll feel that the scoreline doesn't quite do them justice for the hard work they put into this game. Silisar takes the free kick. It's well brought down by CDA. Now they're looking to break here on the left. CDA chance to put a dangerous ball into the box. They do that. It fizzes low, but no one able to get on the end of it, and it goes out for a goal kick. But still a lovely little play, and it was a nice, low, quick ball, the type of one that a centre forward, if they get hold of, would look to turn into the back of the net. CDA intercept the goal kick. They push forward again. And they're still going, CDA here. They've got 2 players attacking the ball down the right wing. Perhaps slightly cancel each other out, and it goes as a goal kick. But still some quick pace and work from number 20 for CDA. That was Fatima Toledo. And I think number 9 there as well, Sara Carrera, working hard to cause problems on the right wing. And here they go again. The right attackers of CDA chasing down the ball. De Leon shoots from distance, and Zutan able to claim.
Yeah, another good shot there from De Leon, but the keeper from HDF did well to stay with that dipping volley, and in the end it wasn't much trouble at all.
CDA come again here. Happy Days trying to clear as fast as they can, and you know they might be able to turn this into a counter-attack. Here they come. Here come the Eagles. Number 9 for the Eagles going forward is Angie Morales. Couldn't quite get there in the end, but still a fast, quick counter-attack from the Eagles. Fatima Toledo look to get the attack going again for CDA. It goes out for an Eagles throw. They had a burst of pace and momentum there. They can take courage from that. Throws defended away by CDA, but only to the halfway line. HDF look to get forward again. HDF pushing forward. They can still try here. Not quite able to get through the massive bodies there, keeping the defence intact. Fatima Toledo looks for someone in the middle. Here come the Eagles again. It's Angie Morales going forward. She finds Ana Carias. Ana Carias looking to get hold of the ball here down the right-hand corner. She appeals for handball. The referee, I think, says corner.
Some real appeals for handball there.
Is it a ball-to-hand situation there? Carias kicked the ball. I'm not sure it was in what they call an unnatural position.
That would have to be the call. The arm was certainly low, but it was away from the body as well. One of those borderline handball calls that the referee decided not to make the call on. Could have gone either way.
Regardless, it's an opportunity for Happy Days and Freedom. They're attacking with everything they've got at the moment. Corner comes in. It's headed dangerously away by the CDA defence across the face of their own goal to no harm. And the ball remains in play here as the fans are quick to remind CDA to keep the ball alive, and Happy Days and Freedom have to quickly defend for a throw. Brief moment where the players thought the ball had gone out. It remained in play. We've got 17 minutes to go of the second half according to the scoreboard. The scoreline remains CDA 3, Happy Days 0. But it's been a very exciting, fast-paced second half so far.
Yeah, HDF, happy days, despite having 10 players, still creating opportunities, and CDA doing well to use their strength and experience to nullify those opportunities so far.
Looked like a bit of a slightly raised boot there from the CDA player, and I think it sort of hit the Happy Days Freedom player in the stomach.
The cleats were showing on that challenge, but I believe she got the ball with those cleats, and it was the body contact that took the Happy Days defender down. So definitely a reckless challenge, but not quite as dangerous as it could have been.
So there is a yellow card shown by the referee, and that's, as you say, Robert, that's a little bit of a reckless challenge, but not in the dangerous way that we saw previously.
Yeah.
So there can't be too many complaints about the referee's decision there.
Yeah, I think yellow card is the right call on that one.
Referees had to be busy in this game. It's been perhaps the busiest game we've seen from one of the referees in this match. I believe it's 2 yellow cards and 1 red card so far in this game.
Potentially more yellows. I'm not quite sure.
The HDF captain will take... Pineda will take the free kick. De Leon intercepts. Appeals for a high foot there. Referee says play on.
It says waist level. Another borderline call.
Sara Carrera takes the throw on. HDF intercept and clear into safety.
Good clear there from Pineda, but with only 10 players, no one is up there to get on the end of it.
Yeah, still trying to chase it down. I guess they were going for safety first in that one before anything. But you're right, they feel the deficit of personnel at the moment. Here comes it's number 11 for CDA going forward. That's Velarde. Castañeda tries to chase it down on the left wing too. Happy Days try to quickly clear here. They've got a couple of players up the pitch. If they can find them, they can. It's Angie Morales. Morales going forward. She goes for a shot from distance, and why not? Lima struggles with it, and she finds the goal. And Happy Days and Freedom have scored. Lima, it was Morales who took the shot on from distance. She was there by herself. She said, "Why not? Why not have a go?" Limas got fingertips to it, but wasn't able to prevent it from going in. And Happy Days and Freedom will be absolutely delighted. They may not win this game, but to be on the scoreboard will be so important for them. They get their opening goal of this competition. They've fought so hard, they deserve it. It's CDA 3, Happy Days and Freedom 1.
Yeah, excellent counterattack there. After the ball initially cleared up, CDA tried to turn it back up the field, but the defender from HDF intercepted the pass, got it back to the 2 strikers, and I think it was Ana Carillas who was able to find a pass into space for Angie Morales, who had that little bit of time and space on the wing and took an excellent shot from the corner of the box that was potentially within the reach of the keeper. She got her hands to it, but it was high and in the corner, and at the end of it got in. It was a good goal.
Yeah, you can see the Jaguar keeper looks a little disappointed there, and I think as well that is partly because it's the first goal she's conceded. She had a clean sheet in game 1 against the Leah Hawks. She would have been hoping for a clean sheet again today, but as you say, it was a well taken shot. Perhaps the keeper wasn't fully expecting. I didn't think, as Morales was there by herself, I didn't expect to see the shot come in necessarily.
Yeah, the keeper had the penalty save in the first game. So, but in tournaments, maybe it's the wake-up call. She needs to get back to her form from the first match. No, I don't know. You were yelling a bit. Okay.
So at the water break, It is the Jaguars 3, the Eagles 1. The Eagles have taken off, and they will be delighted about that. It still looks like CDA are on track to win this game. There's 12 minutes to play, and CDA lead by 3-1. But nevertheless, for the young team of the Honduran Eagles, to get that goal will make a huge difference.
Right, and as you said before, now it's a 2-goal difference with 15 minutes to go. And anything can happen with that momentum shift. And what a story it would be if Happy Days are able to claw their way back into this game.
De Leon Silizar gets us going, and she's probably going to take a direct shot here from the halfway line. And Zutan does very well there. She comes out, she catches it on the first attempt, and she had to. Really, that was a good start of play from Silizar. Happy Days going again there, and a good strong start from Caballero.
Yeah, excellent work there to get that cross into the box. Just unfortunately with the missing player maybe there to get on the end of that cross. Still looking dangerous.
That's what we want to do. Need to keep the momentum going now. Happy Days. But now it's CDA going forward. This could be dangerous. It was number 11 Velarde making her way through. Mazariegos Velarde. HDF captain to take the free kick for Happy Days and Freedom School. CDA clearing their lines. But good turn of play in the midfield for Happy Days and Freedom. Trying to get forward. There isn't anyone in the end, unfortunately, but a good attempt by number 20. Number 20, Melanie Garcia.
I believe she was the substitute who came on earlier in the second half.
Real spirited performance from the Eagles here. 10 players, 3 goals down, but they've got themselves on the score sheet. They've got a goal. We await to see if they can challenge CDA even more in the final 10 minutes of this last group game of Group B. But now it's Mazariegos trying to get forward. Fatima Toledo is offside.
Yeah, just coming back to the ball there from an offside position.
It'll be Pineda to take the free kick, the captain and centre back for the Eagles. And there'll be a substitution before that free kick is taken. Fresh legs for the Eagles. Fresh wings, I should say, for the Eagles. Long ball comes in and is going straight to Lemus, who will catch it comfortably. That was optimistic for a direct shot from there, but nevertheless, we've seen those go in. You can see the CDA centre-backs just urging each other to stay calm in the final 8 minutes or so of this first half. They lead by 3-1, and they just want to make sure they stay united. They stay calm in the final 8 minutes of this game. They want to keep this lead intact as much as they possibly can now. Si se puede, we hear the chants from the Eagles fans. They still believe a comeback is possible. You can see in the comments as well. Whereas the Jaguars want to stay calm, keep their lead as it is. Or maybe even sneak in an extra one if they can. Morales, the goal scorer, tries to recycle possession to get Freedom up the pitch again. And CDA deal with that effectively. Comes out as a throw-in for Happy Days in their own defensive half. Pineda plays the ball long. It's intercepted well though by CDA. CDA reacting well to let the ball roll out of play there. They're a bit under pressure from Caballero, but they just made sure they stayed calm to maintain in control of the situation.
Yeah, CDA have managed to keep their composure and their form after that goal. They seem to have righted the ship a bit.
Well, the CDA fans want another goal. Robert, is it wise for CDA to look for another goal right now, or do you think they just want to stay solid at the back and keep their lead as it is?
Yeah, I think that the goal could come. They've had some opportunities. I think we should also probably take note that it looks like they have decided to give a rest to some of their attacking players who were out there in the first half. So maybe tactically they have decided that they're okay with the result as it is right now.
Yes, indeed. They'll be thinking already in their mind about a semi-final tomorrow against another team from
we're not really sure yet who it's going to be.
But regardless, it's hard for that not to be in their mind just a little bit as they look to close out this game. But in the meantime, Happy Days and Freedom still trying here. They look for pace down for space in the right-hand side. Happy Days with an opportunity to get forward here. They do so. It's number 14, Suazo. And now CDA trying to break forward. They've got bodies going forward. It's Mazariegos Velarde. She's going here. She has the shot. A good shot as well. Vicky Zutan was there, but she clears it straight back. And Siloan. And everything going on there. Goodness me, what drama. Zutan made the save and cleared it immediately. Straight back to CDA, to Fatima Toledo. Yeah, Toledo put the ball in, and I think the ball hit the Happy Days defender.
Yeah, the central defender, Pineda, did well to get in front of that shot. I believe that it was her face that she used to block the shot, but, you know, whatever it takes, she got it done.
Putting everything on the line for their team, for the Eagles.
Yeah, and after that contact, the defender may have slid into the attacker as well, as they were both sliding for that ball while the shot happened. A lot happening in that sequence of play there.
Yeah, that really was the break forward from CDA. Mazariegos Velarde with the break into the box on the left. She put in a good shot. Zutan claimed. Zutan gave it straight back to CDA. And then we end up with a couple of knocks as the girls continue to give absolutely everything they've got for their teams. We've got 3.5 minutes according to the scoreboard. And the score remains the Jaguars 3, the Eagles 1.
And De Leon is subbed off to get some rest for the semifinals. Not quite sure who they brought on for her, but
Toledo and Carrera putting a great deal of pressure there on the HDF defenders. They get the shot which Zutan has to deal with, but very good attacking work by Toledo and Carrera there. Happy Days trying to get forward there The ball is covered by CDA as they look to clear now and attack themselves. CDA going forward. This is intercepted though by Happy Days and Freedom. Caballero.
Yeah, able to weave her way through 3 or 4 the CDA defenders until one of them, number 13, I think, was able to put it to the touchline for a throw-in. But good job there from Caballero.
Ball is in a dangerous position around the CDA box, but CDA clear well. CDA making another change or two. They've got a minute or so left on the clock according to our scoreboard timer. That scoreboard timer also reminding us of the score. CDA 3, HDF 1 with about a minute and a half to play of this final Group B match before this afternoon's quarterfinals. CDA will take the free kick here. There's a minute left on the clock. There's not much more time left in it now from this great game that we've had. CDA trying here to get one more shot in before the end of the game. They might still have an attempt here as they try to get into the box.
Handball on the attacker. I believe she brought the clearance attempt down with her arm to keep possession. Did not see what happened to the Happy Days defender.
I think it was just a collision as she went in on the challenge, and just perhaps just sort of the pace and the weight of some of those challenges as they go and compete for the balls. But it doesn't look like anything too serious, luckily. Happy Days win a free kick, and perhaps more importantly, Camila del Valle Mendez earns herself a yellow card for her efforts. That's not a great time. The CDA fans are reminding us that time is up. There will be additional time. The referee, of course, has his watch on.
Yeah, a reminder that the scoreboard clock doesn't stop for the water breaks at 15 minutes or injuries. So there's always going to be a couple minutes of extra time added on. But yeah, like you were saying, not the time when you want to get a yellow card, when accumulation of yellow cards matters in the elimination rounds of an important tournament like this.
That's a key player as well for CDA, Del Valle Mendez. She's been involved in most of the attacks being made by the Jaguars. So she'll want to avoid that sort of thing. When you're winning 3-1, no need to pick up a yellow card. And unfortunately, that looks like it's the end of Caballero's game. She's been really strong getting forward on the ball for her team, but she's being helped off the pitch right now to receive treatment. Hopefully she can recover and be back for this afternoon's game.
Yeah, and here on our roster we have her as another one of the 7th graders for Happy Days. And she's looked really, really capable with control of the ball, dribbling through several of the CDA defenders, making things happen for her team.
Last few moments of the game now. Each team trying to get forward one or two last times. CDA right now do so. And Happy Days and Freedom put the ball behind for what I presume is a corner.
Yep, looks like a corner for sure.
Both teams just doing what they can now. Some long balls going forward just to see if they can make any final modifications to the scoreboard before the game concludes. Corner played somewhat short to the front of the box. And as Toledo puts the ball forward, the game ends and CDA Jaguars can celebrate as the deserved winners of Group B. They win this game by 3 goals to 1 after putting in a really excellent performance. Happy Days and Freedom really did fight with everything they've got, especially after going down to 10 players for an unfortunate incident leading to a red card in the first half. But you cannot take anything away from the Jaguars. Over the 2 games they played so far this tournament, they've scored 9 goals. They've shown great prowess from set pieces, attacking play, but also in their defence as well. They've only conceded 1 goal in 2 games. That's a great defensive record from 2 games. Kudos to them. They go through as group winners. The Lear Hawks will be second in Group B, and Happy Days and Freedom will be back here at 220 as 3rd place in this group without having managed to register a win so far.
Yeah, Simon, that's right. I think that the story of this match and the tournament so far in this Group B has been the experience of the CDA players. We see quite a few seniors on their roster who have been out there making things happen, as well as some very capable sophomores and juniors. They've shown a really good combination of skill and composure to really stay in control of these matches so far. So things are looking good for them moving forward. And for Happy Days, I think that, you know, they didn't get the results they wanted, but they were a young team and they never gave up. They fought hard even with 10 players. They found that goal in the second half, and I think they have a lot to look forward to in the coming years in these AASCA tournaments.
Well, we'll be pleased to see Happy Days and Freedom again a bit later today. They'll be playing at 2:20, and they'll be taking on 2nd place in Group A. And I think we'll be bringing you that game on this field here, whereas the 2nd place in this group, the Lear Hawks, they will be playing 3rd place from Group A, and that's going to be at 3:50 this afternoon. Robert, do we know at this point how the other group has ended up to know who's going to be playing who?
At this point, we don't quite know for sure yet. The last game in Group A should be wrapping up right now, but that result is pivotal for deciding the positions in Group A. So unfortunately, we're not able to tell you who Happy Days or Lincoln will be playing yet, but we will keep an eye on that.
Well, we'll be sure to let you know on the official Lincoln International Facebook and Instagram account, so stay tuned for updates. In the meantime, from myself, Simon, and Robert, we've been delighted to bring you this excellent game, the final game of Group B, which has seen CDA score 3 goals, the Eagles score 1, CDA go through as group winners, and we'll be back at 2:20 this afternoon for the first of our quarter-final fixtures. Don't miss out. Great football still to come today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next game.